Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dwayne's Inc. Wrestling Conference. I am Dwayne. Before I begin, I always like to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let you know when the new Dwayne's Inc. Wrestling Conference. Give a thumbs up, helps out the video. Comment below. I do engage in the comments. Now, getting into the show, I just finished watching Friday Night SmackDown, and I gotta say, SmackDown after WrestleMania has been amazing. I didn't get to do the Raw. The Raw review after WrestleMania wasn't feeling well. Now I'm feeling a lot better. So I get to do the SmackDown after the first SmackDown after WrestleMania, and I gotta say I always like to give my ratings between 1 and 10, and I definitely gotta give this show a 9. This was an amazing show. I loved it from top to bottom. I loved the opening between Randy Orton and John Cena going into the Los Gaza versus Fraction. Tiffy versus Jade Cargill. LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre. I'm probably running off. Oh, Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green. The TLC match in a debut or returning. A return. Let's get into the review. Like I said, I love the show from top to bottom. Gave it a 9. Let's get into the show. The show did open up with John Cena. John Cena came out into his new entrance, which is now all black, no colors, no nothing. Just on the Titantron, just says John Cena. That's it. And he comes out and he tells the ring announcer to basically introduce him the right way. He did it on Raw. The same guy did it on Raw, where he wanted to be introduced in a certain way. I have some of the stuff. Written down. Is John Cena comes to the ring. He makes Mark Nash, the new announcer, come to the ring just like he did on Raw. Cena made Nash read a paper. The fan chanted, "Let's go Cena." Cena sells before Cena says a word. Nash said his announcement was disrespectful, so he introduced the greatest of all time, gracing Forthworth with his presence for the final time, the last real champion, John Cena. And before John Cena can even say a word, Randy Orton comes out. Now, on Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, John Cena did have a promo and basically said he is the last champion and he is the greatest of all time. And right behind him, it was Randy Orton he looked like he came out of nowhere and RKO'd him. So now we're going to get a reason why he did what he did on SmackDown, and he comes out before John Cena even says a word. Randy Orton comes out. Of course, Randy Orton got a big ovation. It's Randy Orton. So the promo goes as Randy Orton said it's been 25 years when they first met and shook hands. Orton said that the hustle, loyalty, and respect have been John Cena's mantra for his career, and that's how Cena has been in his life. Orton said that he knows Cena needs fulfillment. Orton said that there's a million of kids that Cena has motivated and been a role model for. Orton said the kids set goals and Cena made those children better before those kids looked up to him. Orton said surely that means something to Cena. Orton said that Cena's granted more wishes than any Make-A-Wish history. Orton said that you can tell him that they were just a number because Orton knows that they meant something to Cena. Orton said that he figured out how to fill the void. Orton told Cena he needs to have some damn kids. Orton talked about imagine some thick-jawed, huge four-armed kids running around. Orton said it would make him a better human being. Now, I think John Cena had an interview and he discussed why he didn't want to have kids. I might be paraphrasing what I'm saying. I don't want to put words in his mouth or something, but I do remember seeing him in an interview where he said that basically his schedule was too busy and he would feel like because what he's doing right now in his life and his career that he wouldn't have time to be with the child like 24/7. So he didn't want to put his own child in any kind of situation like that where he's not there with his child 24/7. So you might call it selfish, but this man is busy. making movies, on the road, in the air, like doing wrestling. He's a very busy guy, so I kind of understand where you're coming from. Like, if you have a child, you have to be there 24/7. If you have a luxurious career and a superstar like John Cena is, you're not going to have no time for your child. So I totally get why he doesn't want to have kids. But here is his reason why. Cena goes, "How dare you?" Cena trashed Orton for parent slamming him in front of the whole world. Cena congratulated Orton for having children, and he loves them, which is good for you. Cena said that the reason he doesn't have kids is because he spent the last 25 years raising the fans. I like this. I like this promo. This promo was amazing. Cena said, by the sound of it, from the group tonight, he has done an impeccable job. Cena spoke about how for the last 25 years, he's been a better parent to your children than you could ever be. Cena told a kid in the front row that his dad is a loser. Cena said that 6-year-old gave him the middle finger, and that's classy. Cena said that's why he doesn't have kids, because he's been policing brats like this for a quarter of a century. Cena advised the kids never bring a knife to a gunfight. That line I don't like, because there's so much school shootings and kids bringing the guns and stuff like that. I don't like that line. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Telling that to a kid, that's not a good line to say. So Orton rebuttals back by saying, Orton said these are fans are the reason you are standing before right now. Orton said that WWE is why you made it to Hollywood and you are crushing it. Orton said that Cena developed his work ethic and he's crushing it in Hollywood. Orton told Cena that the fans are the biggest reason why Cena is standing in the ring with Orton right now. Orton said that he's made mistakes, but he hold his head high because he has the respect of his peers. Orton said that he's like a piece of furniture here because he's here to stay, while Cena's just a guest. Ooh, that line right there, that dream hit Cena to the core. Cena used to believe without them there would be no WWE. Cena said that he didn't win anything because I did. Cena said he didn't need the fans because we would chant, "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." So of course the fans chanted it again. Cena said that Orton is like them because they are hypocrites. Cena talked about how they dysfunctional because Orton thinks Cena is a guest now, and Cena said that the fans are manipulating, and the truth makes them feel good since they have been nothing with their life. Cena trashed a fan dressed up as Jack Black and said that he's 100 years old and that's all he has to say for his life. Cena gets labeled an outcast and a guest for wanting to try something different. This was a long segment. This was a very long segment. Cena told Orton to take a look at the last real champion, and this is as close as Orton is going to get to a championship. Oh, I'm sorry. Cena said no, it's Orton's idea. He wants Cena to prove it. So Orton told Cena that if he's the last real champion, he wants Cena to prove it right here, right now. Cena says no to Orton's idea. Cena said like so many times over the past 25 years, he's doing it to save his ass. Cena said that he should have been a match, Randy versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship, but it shouldn't have happened here. Cena said it should happen at Backlash in St. Louis. And for Randy, it's great since he's from St. Louis. Cena told Orton that he should spend the whole day with his family, show up well rested, and be at the best because he needs Orton at his best. And Cena said when Orton fails, Orton will have no excuse. Cena told Orton to take a look at the last real champion, and this is as close as Orton ever going to get to this championship. Cena threw a title at Orton, and Cena punched Orton in the face, knocked him down. Cena stomped on Orton repeatedly. When Orton got up, Cena charged him with the WWE Championship, but Orton ducked it. Then Orton dropped Cena with the RKO. Orton posed with the WWE title on the turnbuckle, and Orton music played at the end. This was a long-ass segment. It was a long segment, but it was actually really good. I like the rebuttal between Randy Orton and Cena. Like I said, this is like one of the biggest rivalry of Cena. The Orton Cena feuds has been going on for years. I would probably say most of Cena's career has been Orton and Randy. But seeing them doing it again one last time is really fun. I can't wait for this match. The build-up is going well so far. They will be having a match. The first match announced for St. Louis Backlash will be Cena versus Orton one last time. Then we got a video package. After that, we have a video package of Nathan Frazier and Axiom. It seemed like they made their debut on SmackDown now. It seemed like they got called up. Good for them. They will be going up against Los Gaza. This was an amazing back and forth match. Very fast paced. It was very fast paced. Very fast paced, very high flying. Only thing I didn't like about this show, and this show was 3 hours, no Rey Fenix. Like, he just debuted. He was on WrestleMania. No Rey Fenix tonight. Okay, I'm gonna let that pass. This was a great back and forth match, really fast pace. Axiom looked very good in this match, so does Los Gaza. I'm glad that, like I said, SmackDown has the best tag division, and adding Axiom to the mix, amazing. So it was Axiom break free to a tag in Frazier, who hit a super kick on Angel. Frazier ran the ropes leading into a forearm on Gaza and a sing blade. Frazier hit a reverse DDT, running shooting press star for a 2 count. It was really good. It was a really good spot. Berto hit a jumping kick to Frazier's head. Angel got a blind tag, hit a super kick while Frazier was doing a moonsault attempt. Los Gaza gave Frazier a double body slam off top rope. Berto hit a moonsault off top rope for the 2 because Axiom barely made the save. The fan chant, this was awesome for them. Angel and Axiom exchanged punches. Axiom hit a kick and Angel headbutt Axiom to knock him down. Angel went up top. Axiom hit him with a jumping kick, and Frazier made a tag. Axiom hit a Spanish fly off top rope. Frazier hit an impressive Phoenix splash. It seemed like Frazier is the only one that can hit a Phoenix splash. Seth Rollins can hit it if his life depended on it. Phoenix splash off top of the rope for the pin. Axiom hit a golden ratio kick on Berta, and then for a direct miss 2. Pinfall, Fraxium won. This was a great match. Like I said, it went back and forth, very fast pace. I'm glad that Fraxium has been called up to SmackDown. They will be a great addition to the SmackDown tag division already. Even though I feel like Raw needs the tag team because SmackDown have enough already. I think Raw needed that, so I kind of wish Raw would have had Fraxium, but it is what it is. All right, after that, we go into the next segment. Tiffany Stratton has made her way to the ring. Tiffany, it's Tiffy time because Tiffany made her entrance, but she did a promo first. Stratton said that at WrestleMania in front of 60,000 people, it was Tiffy time. Stratton said that she went toe-to-toe with one of the greatest of all time, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair wasn't on tonight. Stratton said that in the end, she prevailed and walked out WrestleMania still the WWE champion. Stratton said that she wasn't the next Charlotte Flair. Stratton said that she was the only Tiffany Stratton. Jade came out, interrupted Tiffany Stratton. Jade said that she told Tiffany Stratton that her match with Charlotte was impressive, but it created a target on Stratton's back. Jade said that she was finished with Naomi and she had nothing but time. Jade said it's time for everyone to see that she came here to be champion. Jade said that just because you beat Charlotte doesn't make the best. And Jade wanted Stratton to face her. Stratton didn't back down, so they called for the referee out there. The referee, Daphne, went into the ring, so the match was on. This was a very slow pace. It started to pick up at the end. It was really picking up at the end. This match was mixed for me because it was okay, but then again, it was kind of sloppy, very slow. The crowd wasn't really into it as much until it started getting into the end of the climax of the match. It it looked like Jade was going to win, but then Naomi came out and basically attacked Jade Cargill, and then Naomi started beating down Jade Cargill and stuff like that. And then Tiffany Stratton came in, and then Nia Jax attacked Tiffany Stratton, and then took out Tiffany Stratton. So it seemed like they still see like now that Charlotte's out, it's going to be Nia Jax in the mix of getting into the title picture of Nia Jax. So I guess you could put Nia Jax, Naomi, Jade Cargill going for Tiffany Stratton. She have a target on her back, and I'm loving it. But so far, like I said, this match was okay. It wasn't really all that. But yeah, that was probably one of the downfall matches I really didn't care for, to be honest with you. Then after that, what's the next segment? We have a segment with the new United States champion, Jacob Fatu. Solo came out with Jacob Fatu. Solo Sikoa said that WrestleMania, everybody saw what Solo already knew, that Jacob Fatu is the future of this company. Solo said that nobody in his family wanted Jacob here except for Solo. Solo said that they thought that Fatu was too much to risk, but Solo is the one that brought him here and took him to the promised land. Solo said that this is what happens when you love your family. Fatu took the microphone and the fans chanted Fatu for him. Jacob told us that he was going to win the United States Championship, the United States title, come home to the family, and he would do that in Solo, with Solo or without him. Jacob said that actually what he did, Fatu told Texas to look at the new United States Championship. Fatu said that he knows that makes him America's most wanted in a men's society. Jacob said that you better get in where you fit in because he's all gas, no brakes. And then LA Knight came out and basically said that he knew all about. He told Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania that he was going to get hit him with the BFT, and he did, but he only got out of it because he was close to the ropes and he grabbed the ropes for the win. But he did beat LA Knight, and he said he's okay with that because he knew what Jacob Fatu was all about and what he was going to bring. But he said that he wants that title back and he wants that title shot. And then Drew McIntyre, surprisingly, came out and said that basically he wanted to challenge Randy, but then some internet guy came in a way and stuff like that. And then he said that he wanted to challenge. I'm sorry. That was the wrong one. He wanted to challenge Cena, but Randy Orton basically skipped the line and got in the way. So basically he said that he's coming after Jacob Fatu, and he feels like him and Jacob Fatu needs to fight, and he wants to fight him. And then LA Knight basically bumped in and was basically going back and forth with him. So LA Knight was like, basically, you want to fight, so let's fight right here. And Drew McIntyre was like, okay. And so as soon as it's about to fight, all this came out and said that no, later on tonight it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight. Whoever wins will be the number one contender to face Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. So they set up a match for that later. Then we have the next match. We have Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green. This was an okay match. To be honest with you, it was cool to see her actually finally win. To me, like, I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 with this. I'm happy the fact that she actually finally won a WWE singles title, a singles championship, finally, for all the years she's been in WWE. But I'm also feel like her character should be built up because she came out with no pop at all. Like, no pop, no nothing. The crowd was, like, dead on her. There was more for Chelsea Green and stuff like that, but the crowd was, like, mostly dead on her. I feel like they should have basically like pushed them more, like made her more pop, you know what I mean? Put her out there more, stuff like that. But it is what it is. I'm happy for her. She is the new United States Women's United States Championship. I'm happy that for her. That's a great success for her. Where does she go from here after beating Chelsea Green? Definitely see a rematch between Chelsea Green and Zelina Vega. Do I think that she might drop it that next week? Kinda. We already saw with the tag titles on Raw where you can win it and the next week lose it. I kind of feel like Zelina Vega is not going to be holding that title for a long time. That's just my opinion, not a hater. Then we got a next segment between Carmelo Hayes and The Miz. The Miz gifted Carmelo Hayes the Andre the Giant gold chain and basically said like he's going to use the power of the ninth one of the world because he's Melo and he is him. He's in this, and then he told Melo that he had to go out in the ring. He had to address something. Melo's going to come out with him, but Melo's like, no. Miz was like, no, I need to go out there and do it myself. Miz was in the ring in the white suit, deliver a promo. Miz said that since 2007, he's been part of WrestleMania. Miz said that this year he was nowhere to be found. He said that he main evented WrestleMania, one of the worst main event matches of the year, and he beat John Cena, which Cody Rhodes wasn't able to do. Miz complained about how Rey Mysterio didn't come up to him when he was injured. Instead, he got a guy who's been in WWE for like 2 weeks. Miz complained about Joe Hendry getting faced Randy Orton at WrestleMania. While Miz pointed out he's beaten Randy for the WWE title, Miz reminded us that he is the Miz and he is awesome. Then the lights went out. We all saw this coming. We saw the build-up what was coming. We knew somebody was coming. And all I have to say is Aleister Black is finally back home. The thing I like the fact that Aleister Black is back is that, one, he came back with his NXT theme song, which is amazing, and he came back with his original entrance. Happy to see Aleister Black back. He got into the ring, flipped into the ring into a seated position in the middle of the ring. Lights came on. The Miz went to go step into him. Aleister Black hit him with a black mass. Sat back down, lights went off, and then the end of the show. It's good to see Aleister Black is back in the WWE. Can't wait to see what they have for him in the future. Oh, he's going to be a player. Oh, I always say, this is just my opinion, he was one of Triple H's favorites, and I can't wait to see what happens. This summer's going to be amazing, especially with Aleister Black coming back. Oh, this is going to be amazing. Then we go into the Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight for the number one contenders match for the United States Championship. This match was a back and forward, very hard hitting. Very enjoyed this match. Amazing match. Drew McIntyre and LA Knight have great chemistry in this ring. Amazing. Let's see where I can start. Drew was selling a rib shot with brutal match. A match he had at WrestleMania. LA Knight hit a suplex, so both guys was down. LA Knight hit some offense going with a clothesline and Russian leg sweep. Knight hit Drew in the turnbuckle, follow up to a jumping neck breaker for a 2. Drew hit a headbutt. Knight countered Drew, leading to a pin attempt for 2. Knight kicked Drew down. Knight jumped to the top rope for an elbow drop for 2. Knight sent Drew into the apron. Knight kicked Drew into the commentary table. Knight slammed Drew heads into the commentary table repeatedly, so the fans chanted, yeah. For it, the referee was looking at Drew in the ring. So Solo Sikoa pulled Knight out of the ring, and Solo hit him with a Samoan spike. Drew wasn't sure about using Solo spike finisher, but Damian Priest showed up, pulled Drew out of the ring, and went about and basically attacked Drew outside the ring, basically showing you that their beef is not over. It ended in disqualification. I figured, and after that disqualification, basically Damian Priest got involved with Drew and stuff. Jacob Fatu basically came out and hit a suicide dive on LA Knight and Priest, basically taking them both out. So I kind of figured like it's going to be a fatal 4-way for the United States Championship at Backlash. It's going to be LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. And the United States champion is going to be Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship, fatal four-way for the title. That's going to be a great match. Then we go into the main event, where this main event was amazing. The TLC match for the table, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. The Street Profits, Montana Ford, Angelo Dawkins versus DIY, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa versus the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin. This was an amazing back and forward TLC match. This match was amazing. They put their bodies on the line. They went through tables. They went through ladders. They went from flipping out of the ring, flipping into the ring. Like, it was great spots in this match. It felt like DIY could have won. Then it felt like Motor City Machine Guns could have won. Then at some point it felt like Street Profit could have won. But then they took out the Street Profits. So then it was just DIY and Motor City Machine Guns going for it. And it looked like DIY was going to win. But then Montel Ford came out and basically took out Alex Shelley and Gargano, threw them down, and basically climbed the ladder, retained the titles. This was amazing ladder match. It was just crazy. Bodies, like, it was brutal. Table spots, ladder spots, high fly move. That move from, so Ciampa was hanging for the belt. The Motor City Machine Guns put a table up under Ciampa. Angelo Dawkins climbs the ladder that's in the corner. Ciampa is dangling up basically over the table. Angelo Dawkins jumped from the ladder, spearing Ciampa into the tables. That was an amazing moment right there. But to end the show, Montel Ford had basically climbed the ladder, took out Shelley and Gargano, and retained the tag team championship. That was an amazing match from beginning to end. That was a great TLC match. I wish it would have been on WrestleMania, but I'm glad I got to see it tonight on SmackDown. Like I said, this SmackDown was amazing. We got new stories, new build-ups, debuts. Aleister Black is finally back. Jade had basically inserted herself into the women's championship. New champions, Lena Vega is now the new women's champion. A potential fatal four-way for the men's United States Championship. First match going into Backlash, Randy Orton versus John Cena. This was a good SmackDown after WrestleMania. Can't wait to see what happens in the future. Thank you for watching Dwayne St. Wrestling Conference. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let you know when the new Dwayne St. Wrestling Conference. Give me a thumbs up, helps out the video. Give me a like, that also helps out the video. Comment below, I do engage in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next Dwayne St. Wrestling Conference. I'm out.